I am Dr. Jay Hitson with Blue Umbrella Medical Center. We do a lot of work with neuropathy here, and one of the questions I get asked the most is, with all these treatment options and all these things that you're able to do, and my neighbor, my best friend, or the woman at church, they told me what kind of great results that you guys are getting with their neuropathy. Why hasn't my doctor told me about the treatments? I've been suffering with this for so long. Why hasn't my physician told me that there are options with regards to neuropathy? And it's a really good question, and I completely understand the frustration, because some of these people are dealing with serious pain. Just 10 out of 10, can't sleep, can't walk, constant agony, and I get it. And I do want to address, because these individuals, they have really good, caring physicians, doctors who really want the best for their patients. But there are a few factors that have interfered specifically in the area of neuropathy. Okay, first of all, the best treatment, the kind of treatment and the results that we're talking about here and what we do here, all right, it requires an integrated approach, and most physicians are just not used to that. Most healthcare is in specialties. You have your neurologist, you have your orthopedist, you have your podiatrist, you have all of your different specialties, and everybody stays in this one little lane. The problem with neuropathy is it requires an integrated approach, which means multiple specialties all working together on the same problem. Our healthcare system's just really not designed around that. There's not a ton of places who are doing that very successfully. So just in all fairness to your physician, they haven't seen it done well. And can I just tell you, even in my career, I've been in healthcare for over 20 years now. When we weren't integrated and when we were just the specializations, it was so a lot of the results were kind of lackluster. Things got better, but it was kind of hit or miss. Some people got better, but some people didn't, and it wasn't exciting. It wasn't exciting like it is now, when we have all of these wonderful people, all these great providers working together. That's where the joy and the enthusiasm for this comes from. So, in all fairness, they're just not used to, this is just a new approach in healthcare. And unfortunately, neuropathy is one of those conditions that almost requires the integrated approach. Without it, it's not insanely great results. Good, but not the wow. Another reason why a lot of different physicians and PCPs and neurologists and whatnot have not heard about a lot of these different therapies that we're doing for neuropathy is because there's no drug rep on their doorstep trying to sell them these technologies. It's a technology, it's not a drug. The sales force is not robust because there's no pharmaceutical usage for this. So they're just not being sold. The way other conditions and the way the pharmaceutical industry is really trying to target and influence a lot of physicians. So that's one of the reasons. It's just, they just have, nobody's come to their doorstep to tell them about it. And three, and this is a really important one, they just don't have a ton of extra time. And this is not their fault. And please understand that what has happened is the insurance companies have so altered how doctors can operate that now they have to churn and burn just to survive. And it's not good for anybody. It's not good for the patients, it's not good for the team and the nurses and the doctors and the staff, it's not good for healthcare. The whole system does not lean towards getting the best results. And unfortunately, because of this churn and burn situations that, again, has been created by the insurance industry, not your physician, the insurance, they don't have a ton of extra time to research all these other options that are out there, but harder to get, access to the data, and again, without the sales force. So let me just be really clear. You probably have amazing team behind you, and they really do want the absolute best. And trust me, there are a lot of us who are working to get the word out there, and meeting with a lot of these teams, and probably meeting with your physician within the next very short period of time. We're trying to set up these, and we're trying to meet with as many of the PCPs and neurologists and all of that we can, so that we can get better results for all of our patients and work together. But it does take time, and it does take some awareness, because this is new. This is really new for healthcare. But the encouragement is it's working. And if you are skeptical because my doctor hasn't told me about this, we just strongly recommend these particular treatments that we're talking about. One, they're covered under insurance, so they're FDA cleared, they're covered. It's worth a shot there. Number two, they're very non-invasive, so there's not a whole lot of adverse risks associated with trying something new. And number three, there's really not a whole lot of other options, especially in the field of neuropathy. There's only so many other things out there that really yield results. So I'm just going to encourage anyone who is skeptical, or you feel like you've been burned too many times, and you feel like you can't try just one more thing. I would just encourage you to reach out. You really just need to do a consultation just to find out if you're even a candidate, if this could even work for you. And then just give it a chance, because frankly, you are worth it.